Hi guys, I'm Phil Town from Rule One Investing, and today I want to talk to you about what the heck meme stocks are and what us rulers think about them. You guys are in the investing world, right? Yeah, I know you guys have at least heard of the term meme stocks, and to the moon, being thrown around on social media channels like Reddit, television, even in the news. But what are these new meme stocks and what is meme investing? So that's what I'm covering today. So let's get started. All right. So meme stocks, these are shares of companies that have seen dramatic price increases or they've seen recent surges in viral social media activity, which is really being fueled by platforms like Reddit and Twitter. Now, meme stocks are not usually solid companies to invest in and can become very volatile, meaning the prices can fly up and down. So why in the world are people choosing to buy into these things? Well, they choose to put money into them because they don't want to miss out on the potential momentum that the meme stock could have with all of this coverage. But it's really speculative. And at the end of the day, the stock usually, if it goes up, goes back down again and people end up losing money, lots of them. So it's kind of, it's not remotely investing. Let's put it like that. It is literally gambling. So for example, Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin's mascot is a meme of the famous Shiba Inu dog. All right, this is a perfect example of where this term came from. So I think the idea of or the word meme kind of comes from this idea that we have genes in us that we can't do anything about, color of our hair, that sort of thing. And a meme originally was just an idea that we don't challenge. It's something your parents teach you, or it's in your culture. And it's not something you challenge, it's just there. It's just there. In other words, there's nothing rational about that thought. You didn't build a rational foundation for why you think that, right? So that's meme idea. So there's, for example, in rule number 1, we have very specific meme. That is, we have concepts that we no longer challenge. That is, when we're buying $10 bills for $5, we make money, right? Now, these memes we think we can go back and defend, but memes in general are sometimes completely undefendable. And the idea of a meme stock goes back to Dogecoin, which is a sort of form of cryptocurrency that has nothing behind it. It was created as a joke entirely. And it was based just on, I mean, there's two sides to this, right? It's a dog of an investment theoretically, but it's just basically on a Shiba Inu dog. That's right. It's sort of a very interesting portrait of a dog that goes on the Dogecoin, and there's nothing else there. That's it. There's nothing behind it, and that's kind of where this whole idea comes from. Where a meme stock, you don't have any fundamental idea about whether this is a good company, bad company, or anything else. To a meme investor, those things are completely irrelevant. This is like you're just coming into it because other people are coming into it, and you're hoping that you can get out before they do. Now, there have been a bunch of these emerge. We've got, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, and of course the very famous, first really big one that got everybody's attention was GameStop. So the idea of meme investing is exactly that, just investing in meme stocks, and that is stocks about which you know nothing except that other people are buying them. So many inexperienced so-called investors are kind of jumping on this trend, and they're making some of the most risky, amazingly crazy moves in the stock market, and sometimes they make it stick. So let's talk about why this is all really, really risky. So as we learned from GameStop in January, meme stocks are triggered by a pile of small traders who create a short squeeze on the stock. Now, this isn't necessarily every meme stock, but certainly the ones that are doing really well. There's something out there called a short position, and a short squeeze refers to that. It refers to investors, and I would say generally these are real investors, not meme investors. These are people who are looking at the fundamentals and who believe that this company will fail. So investors looking at the declining fundamentals of GameStop believe that the company would absolutely go into Chapter 11 bankruptcy and the stock would be worth zero. And so in order to take advantage of that, they sold off the stock, requiring that they buy it back in the future and hoping that they could buy it back for zero or a very low price, right? Now, when that situation is created and a large short position is on the stock, if a lot of people buy the stock and cause it to go up, the short positions can sometimes run into a situation where their broker, where they can't cover their potential losses. And that forces the broker to close out their position whether they want to or not. And to close out their position, what do they have to do? They have to buy back the stock. So here's the stock going up, up, up. And now the broker just says, I'm closing you out. And they buy back the stock sometimes with billions of dollars, causing the stock price to explode upward. So this is what was driving the original idea of a meme stock. This is kind of the real rational idea behind it. Not so much rational about the company itself, but rational that if enough people buy the stock and force it up, these big hedge funds will be required by the broker to cover their losses, and then the whole thing's going to go right to the roof. Now, let's see what can happen for the little guy who doesn't really know what's going on. Because sometimes, well, we have to say almost inevitably, this isn't going to go as planned for little guys who are trying to get in there. At the end of the day, if the little investor is jumping on the bandwagon too late, they are going to be buying the stock, not from the broker who's forcing the short squeeze, but from the other small investors who are busy getting out and taking their profits. And this is how a lot of these small investors end up losing a lot of money. Now, if you know anything about Rule 1 investing, you know we are not gamblers. We don't jump on meme bandwagons like some of these inexperienced investors. So meme stocks just don't have anything to do with looking at the most important things that we look at, valuations of the company, and even looking at technical indicators. It doesn't even bother with that. So this is the first reason why Rule 1 investors don't invest in meme stocks. Second, we are really focused on buying wonderful companies with a big margin of safety. It's really simple and it's a lot less stressful than what these meme investors are doing. They're basically buying really bad companies, the opposite of wonderful businesses, and they're doing it with no margin of safety. In other words, those businesses might very well be worth nearly zero. And the only thing these investors have, or these gamblers have going for them, is the stock price keeps going up. And that just becomes a game, right? That is no different at all than going to Las Vegas. And I'm sure you've done this. You go to Las Vegas, you find the roulette area of the casino, the roulette wheels, and you'll see the sign that the casino puts up there, and you'll find one that's got 6 reds in a row, right? 6 times in a row, that little ball has landed on a red square on that roulette wheel. And you could bet that it's going to go black because the odds are, theoretically, although they're 50-50 every time they roll the wheel, you look at that and you just assume it's going to go black, and you can bet that. So this is momentum investing at its very scariest, and I really hate to see you guys get involved in it. But no question, if you get it on the right side of the momentum, you can make an awful lot of money. But just realize what you're doing. Remember, it is gambling. And if you want to learn how to invest, follow through on the 4 M's: meaning, moat, management, margin of safety, okay? Those are the critical things we're going to look at to understand the business. Do your homework, stay rational. If you're going to jump on a bandwagon, do it with Las Vegas money. You really, really are getting in a dangerous game. And you could set up yourself for financial success without all this kind of fuss if you'll just learn Rule 1 investing and put it to work. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. What has been your experience with meme stocks? Do you own any? Have you been playing the game? Leave a comment below with your answer, and I'll be sure to follow up with you guys. I can't wait to see these. I made 574%. If you enjoyed this video and feel it was valuable in teaching you more about meme stocks, hit the like button. Please share the video with your friends. If you want more investing content, subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click the button on the screen for a free gift, you guys. And thanks again for watching.